So with complete disregard to my Sunday brunch time, Cruel Games decided to drop a developer note highlighting the next patch and the major upcoming patch update, patch 1.1. So one of the biggest focal points discussed in this developer note is all around echo. So starting at 1.1, you can expect increased drop rates in tacit fields and reduced shell costs when it comes to upgrading your echo, which is a really smart move to do this early in the game in my opinion, because not a lot of the player base has actually reached that echo grind stage of the game, so they don't really know how grindy it is. So to tackle this early when the majority of your player base isn't even there yet is a good move. But you ain't gotta wait until patch 1.1 to get some goodies. So starting in the very next patch, we're gonna be getting a double echo yield event, basically offering double the rewards 3 times a day, which I think is a fantastic kind of stopgap as we all wait for 1.1 to get all the major updates. At least we can use this event to get double our rewards in the meantime. And speaking of a bunch of free goodies tied to echoes, that whole echo recycling bug that occurred, dude, we all getting 1 million shells. I'm going straight to the cooking vendor and I'm buying every ingredient I can, you know what I'm saying? You already know. Which is quite the hilarious fix for me, because in my very first video, I was at the cooking vendor buying a bunch of ingredients and I was like, you know what? I might be spending way too many shells buying some of these ingredients. I wonder if I'm gonna be screwing my account over in some way. So it's really kind of funny that they added these limits on cooking ingredients so players like myself aren't victims of our own hubris. Dude, I'm just trying to cook some tofu. So the next big major update that's going to be hitting WoWA very soon is the new Wave Plate Storage System, or WPSS for short, WPIS. So basically what this system is in a nutshell, it allows you to store or bank more stamina beyond 240. Honkai Star Rail already has another system like this and players absolutely love it. And one of my favorite use cases of a system like this is basically, think about this. Let's say you can't play Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, but you can play all day Thursday. In the old systems of stamina, you're basically screwed. You're gonna have your stamina capped on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and you're only gonna have that 1 day of stamina on Thursday. That's kind of unfair, right? But with a system like this, where you're banking and storing stamina, you can skip Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then burn all of that stamina all day Thursday, and you're just fine. But yes, this is another aspect heavily influenced by a Hoyoverse game. But it is all good woo-wah. There ain't nothing wrong with getting a little inspiration from your competitors.
Yo, Kuro Games, welcome to Open World High, dude. Yeah, we party hard, but we also study hard too, dude. And I've been hearing you haven't been doing super well in your early classes, dude. Yeah, but not to worry. I got you a copy of my old patch notes, yeah. Now, keep those as long as you need them, but just change things around, right? Put them in your own words. Make it look like you didn't copy. Make it look like you didn't copy. You didn't copy. 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 Copy.
So beyond that, in the very next patch, we're going to be getting a brand new companion story called The Solitary Path with Yinlin. Of course, a featured Resonator event for Yinlin called When the Thunder Pulls, and a bunch of limited time event challenges and spin-off events as you might expect. And then beyond that, the big dog patch coming out on June 28th, patch 1.1. And dude, So patch 1.1 is going to be the first major patch since the global launch of WoWA, right? I'm wondering if we should dust off our maintenance memes, right? Should we get ready for I hope not. I hope not. Woo-wah, no more surprises, no more issues. Let's just get this patch 1.1 out without a hitch. I hope I didn't jinx it. In patch 1.1 that will be deployed in a reasonable amount of time, the new patch 1.1 coming out on June 28th is going to feature new content, new characters, new bosses. The new area is going to be called Mount Firmament, which I really like that name. It gets me thinking about like the firmament. Very, very cool. Can't wait to see it. New resonators, new boss, new events, new all kinds of stuff coming in patch 1.1. And of course, as you guys might expect, a slew of bug fixes as well, improving optimization, squashing bugs. We already talked about the cooking item limits. More and more controller support for mobile. Now, I've never played the mobile version of this game, but I know it needs help. So it's good to see that they're already trying to work on refining the issues on the mobile platform. So overall, my thoughts on the launch so far, the developer notes, I'm cautiously optimistic, and I feel like most players are kind of in that same camp. Most of us just want to see the game do well, right? So far, lots of communication, lots of updates, hot fixes, compensation. So far, so good. But sooner or later, you gotta execute, right? This is like when you're texting that girl back and forth, like, yeah, girl, wait until you see A, B, and C. But then you got to do A, B, and C, you know what I'm saying? So what am I talking about? So let's just hope that Woo-Wah Cruel Games can make good on trying to make this game as good as possible. Yes, I know ZZZ is right around the corner, and a lot of people have already started to speculate that Cruel Games pushed this patch up a little bit to try to give them some extra room between patch 1.1 and the global launch of ZZZ on July 4th, which, you know what, there's probably some truth in that, but at the end of the day, ZZZ and Woo-Wah are such different games. Like, they're not even really the same. Like, Woo-Wah, open world game, you're running around, you're doing quests, solving puzzles, parkouring all over the place. And ZZZ is a much smaller game in scope. That's not a dig. That's the way the game is designed. It's this hub world where you run off and do commissions from that hub world. So it's a smaller game in scope, but yes, of course, I do know Woo-Wah and ZZZ are absolutely competing when it comes to just time spent playing video games, the share of wallet, right? There's only so much time you can play a game and spend money on it. So absolutely, the two games compete on that sense, but as far as like the games, they're so different. Like, the games are so different. But hey, we'll see. ZZZ coming out July 4th. We got patch 1.1 coming out June 28th. And before that, we have some fun content coming out on June 6th. And like I said, I'll see if it's recap worthy. We'll see. That'll be kind of fun to do like a small recap in between the big ones. You know what I'm saying? Why you say big one like that, FG? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. All right, guys. So that is it. Woo-Wah developer note. My name is FG and I'm out.